What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another game related video here on my channel. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So I'm going to be ranking all of my PlayStation VR2 games. I've been playing an awful lot of VR lately, and more specifically I've been playing PlayStation VR2. Absolutely love my headset. I know it's under a lot of kind of scrutiny at the moment because Sony appear to have dropped the headset, but I've never enjoyed mine as much as I am right now. So I just thought it would be fun just to kind of rate and rank some of my all of my PlayStation VR2 games. There are a couple of games in there that I don't actually own, but I have played trials and so on, so I feel like I know enough to know if it's going to be a good game or not. So I think I've got 26 in the category, so S is going to be cream of the crop. D is, well, a bit rubbish to be fair, so, and then obviously everything in between. So in no particular order, let's make a start. So let's start with Legendary Tales. So this is a game that I don't actually own, but I have played the 2-hour trial. It looks very good, to be fair. I think in PlayStation VR, I think games like this do work very well. So I can't give it a true rating. Of course, I can only rate it on what I've played so far. But what I've played so far, I think that could easily go in the A category there. Let's have a look at Galaxy Kart. So Galaxy Kart is also another game that I don't own, but I have been following it and I have played the trial. Now, when this game first came out, easily it would only have been in the D category, but it has improved somewhat since, and there's not too many games like it on the format. So I am kind of tempted to purchase. It has definitely improved, so I think from what I've seen so far, I'm going to put it in the C category just there. So again, no particular order whatsoever. So let's pick on Ultra Wings 2. Love Ultra Wings 2. I think the Ultra Wings games do a fantastic job on, in giving you that feeling that you are actually flying an aircraft, and only something that that VR can actually provide. I love Ultra Wings 2. So for me, that's going to go in the A class. Another game I'm going to click on now is Before Your Eyes. So this has come out recently on PlayStation Premium. So it's not one that I've bought, but I've downloaded it as part of the PlayStation Premium. Yeah, it's a bit odd. It's story driven. It's clever in the way it's done. It uses your eyes and the eye tracking in the headset an awful lot. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's not groundbreaking, so I think for me that's going to sit in the B class. Definitely isn't one that I would purchase, but having it for free, so to speak, I think it's worthwhile. So that's in B. Cosmodread, so yes, I own that one. Not played an awful lot of it. What I have played, I did very much enjoy, and I think that is also going to be in the B class as well. Let's click on CUBE VR. So Cube VR. Now this is basically, the developers of this probably won't thank me for saying this, but it's pretty much Minecraft in VR. It's different enough. I absolutely love this. The only thing that lets it down, the only thing that's going to stop it from going in there is lack of content. What it does, however, it's S all day long. It really is very, very addictive. I love it, but there just isn't enough content there yet, unfortunately. I believe content is coming. So for now, that's going to sit in the A class, but I think if I was to do this in 6 months' time, I've got a feeling that might be in the S class. But for now, I'm going to pop it in the A tier. Where should we go next? So another game that's just come out on PlayStation Premium is the Saints and Sinners Walking Dead series as well. So both of those are absolutely fantastic. I've not really played the first one a lot, but I have jumped straight into the second one. I don't know if that was a mistake in terms of story, but what I've played, I think both of those games are exceptionally good. If I'm honest, and what they do it very good indeed. So I think both of those games are going to go in the A tier. Now you can tell, can't you, that I am currently enjoying my PlayStation VR. Let's have a look. What should we do now? Vertigo 2. So Vertigo 2 is a game for me. I've always been looking forward to this game, and then it got delayed at the very last minute on the PlayStation VR 2 towards Christmas last year. When it finally did release, it's okay. You know, it has some very good elements, but for me, that's just going to sit in the B tier. Puzzling Places, so Puzzling Places is a trial, so I don't own it, so it is just a trial, and basically it's 3D puzzles. It is building 3D puzzles, so it does exactly what it says on the tin. What it does it very well. So I think I'm going to put that, and there's plenty of content for that as well, plenty of paid DLC for that one, so whether that's good, whether that's bad, I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave that in the B tier because that's not going to be for everyone. Racket Fury, table tennis VR, loved it. I think I got this really cheap at the time. Again, it's just lacking in, not mode so much, but it's lacking in content. So for me, Racket Fury is going to sit in the B tier. Moss Book 2, the Moss games are fantastic, and they've been brought to life on PlayStation VR, and it looks better than ever. The Moss games for me are absolutely superb. So I am going to leave that though in the A tier. Another game that I've recently downloaded as part of PlayStation Premium is Ghostbusters, so it's Frozen Empire, Rise of the Ghost Lord. Again, this game was slated upon release. I think it was lacking in content and there was bugs and glitches and so on like that. I think it has improved since launch. So I give it a go when it come out on PlayStation Premium, and yeah, it's okay. Not an awful lot of single player content there. You know, and you do find yourself being thrown in into like a multiplayer room that's full of kids. So yeah, I think for me, I think that's going to go down into the C tier. I think for me. Propagation Paradise Hotel. Now, this game for me was, and I use the word was, the scariest game I've ever played on VR. It's not anymore, and we'll get to the scariest game I've played in VR. I think if anyone watching is following my series, you're going to know which one it is. But Propagation Paradise Hotel, what it does is fantastic. I really like it. I'm going to put that in the A tier. Tetris Effect. So this is a game that I've always wanted, but I was never quite prepared to pay full price. I think it was like £35 full price if I recall, something like that. But I've got it in a recent sale on the PlayStation Store, and I snapped it up. Absolutely love it. It's Tetris. You know, it doesn't really do any more than that. But obviously, being in VR, just seeing everything around you, it's pretty magical in places, and the music is fantastic as well. So it's Tetris. I'm going to leave that. I'm a bit torn by that one. I don't know whether to put it in A or B. Do you know what? I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to Tetris. I'm not too sure. Let's pick on Hubris. Hubris is a game that I've played a bit of, but I am going to be bringing it to the channel. So I've stopped playing it, and I'm going to start again, and I'm going to upload it to my channel. But what I've seen so far, and again, this is a game that was slated a little bit on release in terms of content and bugs and so on like that. Massively improved now. This is a game though that I do like. So I do think Hubris, I think at the minute it's going to go in the B tier. But I think once I bring it to the channel and I play through it and I see more of the game, that could easily move up. But for now, let's leave it in the B tier. Forever Bowling. Yeah, again, it's bowling, you know, and Wii Sports was the first game that kind of brought out that type of game mechanics, and obviously in VR, this is fantastic. So again, it's just bowling. So you know, if you like bowling, you're gonna love Forever Bowling. So I think for me, I'm gonna leave that in the B tier as well. That's okay, because it's one that I don't go back to. I've played it, but I don't really go back to it. Horizon. So this is Horizon Call of the Mountain. This is the one that come with the unit. And I've got to say, I'm embarrassed to say that I've not played it an awful lot. It was the very first game I've tried in VR, and I was outrageously impressed. You know, that was almost there in the S tier. I was really impressed with it. I did actually get a little bit of motion sickness with that. Now, I don't get motion sickness at all from VR, but when I played that one when I first had it, I did. So I've not gone back to it actually, and I've just got lots of other games that I've just taken over since. So for now, the quality is clearly there, so I'm going to put it in the A tier. It is a little bit of a climbing fest of a game, but it really does showcase what the PlayStation VR2 can do. So I'm going to leave that in the A tier. So we don't have an awful lot there. and there are an awful lot there. In fact, I am going to move one down into the D category, and that's Galaxy Car. I'm sorry, but I am going to move you down. I've give you a bit of thought, and yeah, it just isn't good enough for me yet, so that's going to stay down there. Next one on the list. So this one is a game that just keeps on giving. It really does. It's just constant content being released, and it gets better with every single update as well. And that is No Man's Sky. Now, for a period when it first came out on PlayStation VR2, it would have been down here because the graphics were shocking. And now, it could well be up there. And the only reason why I'm not going to put it up there is because I probably haven't played enough. I'll probably be doing it a little bit of an injustice. I've not played it enough, but I know how good it is, and it looks absolutely stunning now on the PlayStation VR2. So again, I'm going to leave that one there as well. But I think if I played that one a bit, I think that one could pop there. Not too many left now. So Ven Adventures. This is good. This is a typical platform game. Played this on the Quest 2 when it come out, and really enjoyed it, to be honest. So yeah, if you like platform games, you're going to like Ven. Doesn't do anything groundbreaking, so I think I'm going to leave that in the middle in the B tier. Okay, so the next one in my list is a game that I've only recently played, and if you follow my channel, you would have noticed that I've just put up a quick look video, and that is Townsman VR. And I must admit, I'm pleasantly surprised. This is a game that I've always looked at, never really it's cost $34.99, so it's quite expensive, to be fair. And I never looked at it or liked it enough to purchase at that price. I have now got it, and it's absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. So that one easily is going to go in the A tier. I wonder if any games are going to make it to the S tier. Not too many more to go now, but let's see. Right, next one, Red Matter 2. Okay, Red Matter 2, what a fantastic game this is. I had this also on the Quest 2, but when I got my PlayStation VR2 and it come out on that headset, I had to get it again because it was the best way to play the game, and it really is a truly stunning game. Red Matter 2 is indeed going to be the first game in the S tier. What a superb game that was. Absolutely love that. Okay, the next one. So, Kayak VR Mirage, or Kayak VR Mirage. This isn't a game as such. This is more of a VR experience. But wow, what an experience it is. It truly is stunning. Absolutely love this. I love this for what it does. It's absolutely stunning. I can't say much more than that. Again, I've got a video on my channel that kind of shows the new Socha DLC update that come out for it. For me, that one is also going up into the S tier. Absolutely love that. Okay, so the next one. So let's go back to Tetris. Right, so Tetris Effect I'm going to put in the B tier. Excellent game. It's Tetris, okay? So yeah, I'm going to put that one in B. So we're down to the last three. So where are these three games all going to go? This is interesting stuff. Right, okay. So let's go to Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 is a game that a lot of people just bought the headset for. 500 quid's worth of headset is expensive. Is Gran Turismo 7 good enough on its own to warrant a purchase? Do you know what? Yes, it is. Gran Turismo 7 is simply outstanding on the PlayStation VR2. It's the only way that I can play driving games mostly now, but it's certainly the only way I can play Gran Turismo 7. So that one easily is going into the S tier. If you have got a headset and you don't have that, you must buy Gran Turismo 7. It is ridiculously good. Okay, Madison VR. If you're following my channel, you will notice that I'm currently doing a playthrough series on that one, and my goodness, easily the scariest game I've got, easily the scariest experience, and that includes movies, that I've ever had. I don't get scared at films, I don't get scared at games normally. Madison VR, wow, easy. That one is going straight up into the S tier. And the last one on the list is Walkabout Mini Golf. So for me, this is probably the easiest decision I'm going to make. Straight into the S tier. It probably is, and has been since day one, my favourite game on the PlayStation VR2. So I'm actually going to put it there. that's where it deserves to be. So if I was to put these in order now, so let's put these in order. Gran Turismo there. So I think that's the order. That's the order of the S tier. That is the cream of the crop for me, that one there. In terms of the A list, do you know what? I'm not going to do it for the rest. I'm not going to do it for the rest, but I've done it for them. So those are my top games that I own on the PlayStation VR. So one, two, three. So that is my top 5 PlayStation VR 2 games. So that's going to bring an end to this video. So if you have enjoyed it, yes, it's something different. If you have got a PlayStation VR 2, I'd love to know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with some of the decisions that I've made here. So yeah, let's have a conversation in the comments. Let me know, have you got any of these? Would you rate them there? Let me know. Let's have a chat about PlayStation VR. Hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. If you have, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's completely free subscribing to my channel, and it does help my channel more than you ever know. And as I said, let's have a conversation. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said there, let's have a chat about it. That's going to bring an end to this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to see you all very soon in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.